Well, y'all, I'm pretty sure that Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the United States over the DOJ, just took the little trust puppy that all the gun owners and all the gun organizations had, and it was kind of dwindling on its last leg, tied it to a tree, and then kicked it. Because we're about to walk through a whole lot of outrage. And for the people who are not familiar with what's going on, this video is dedicated directly to you guys. I'm going to show you why this is so important and why bringing more people into the fold of the Second Amendment and the gun world and the overall embracing of their rights is so crucial. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing right now. I need to hear you in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and send this out because no one else is going to do what we're about to attempt to do. And let me know if I land this plane. All right, let's get into this. You guys can, of course, follow me on X at BradenLOA, but let me give you a little bit of a primer here. Right now, you have a whole lot of people who are really upset in the two-way space in the gun world. And I'm going to make this video, again, to the people who are fully embracing their rights, who fully believe that they have the right to keep and bear arms, the people who absolutely believe that right is essential, but are not as familiar with what we're talking about. There's been a lot of people who are going to bang the drum on the deep details on this. I'm going to try to tie it all together for y'all. So what just happened last night was Pam Bondi came out, and she's the Attorney General of the United States, and she released something that backed up the documentation and the support of the National Firearms Act. Okay, the people in the gun world, I'm going to get to your point here in a second. I'm going to bring you all in, but I'm the newbies here. You have to understand this. The National Firearms Act is a collection of laws where they effectively took away gun rights, certain types of guns, from an entire population based on the ability to tax it. Okay, so they said, hey, we're the federal government. We don't want gangsters in the Prohibition era to have these things. Suppressors, short-barreled anythings, and anything destructive in machine guns. Okay? That's what they decided to do. And that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is how they did it. They decided that they couldn't infringe upon the Second Amendment rights of an entire United States because it would be unconstitutional. Well, yep, no doy. But then they decided to do it using taxes and commerce because they have the right to tax, but they don't have the right to infringe upon the Second Amendment. So if they put a tax and a fee on the Second Amendment items, then all of a sudden you have the ability to curtail gun ownership in the United States through taxes. And that's what they did. And that's why this whole hullabaloo has been struggling for 90 to 100 years, and that's the outrage where it's coming from. That's what's stemming. That's the background. For a good understanding of this, think about your right to vote, or your right of free speech, or your right to protect yourself from warrantless search and seizure, all of that being put behind a fee or a license or a financial structure, right? If Congress came in and said, hey, individual, human, you can't have that right to vote because after all, you do need to have gas to get to the polling place. And since we tax gas, we're going to have to prevent you from voting if you live in this district or if you're this person or if you're this demographic. It's basically curtailing a right that's in the Bill of Rights through the power of taxation. That's the crux of the issue here, okay? A lot of people will make it about machine guns, they'll make it about suppressors, or they'll make it about short-barreled shotguns, short-barreled rifles, any of the item. That is the what. The why is the most important part, and that's why I'm trying to do this video for you guys who are not as fully deep in